Hey world, guess who? Ruben Gray, aka Scruff, coming at you with the first episode of Scruffy Chinwags, a remedy for curiosity. Now today I've got a guest on, who's a dear friend of mine, Mr. Brandon Ross. We're going to be just seeing how things go. We had a go last night, but the audio didn't go too well. Hopefully everything goes well tonight. No, I'm just winging this whole thing, kind of taking each step as it comes, but let's just see what happens, eh? Hopefully we get some good context, some good flow, and I look forward to listening back to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I'm looking forward to it, eh? Cheers!
Okay, we'll start. Hey, here we are. I'm actually not American. How you going? Here we are. We tried to do a podcast last night. I fucked the audio up. So this
Or Schmax has been fucking with your stuff.
someone's been in my room and fucking with my shit. So this is podcast number 1. Here we are, folks. Scruffy Chinwags, a remedy for curiosity. Let's see what comes up today, eh? We've got a couple of Coronas. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, guys. Feel free to join us. And so we just did a bit of table rearrangement.
Looking for a bit of sponsorship out of Danger Lager there.
Get away. Johnny, you're right. Rate you.
Think you're a funny guy. I like what you do with the sunglass hut. Fuck those bitches.
Very good.
Swore
He's
immediately.
a funny man. I like that Labradoodle. You seen the Labradoodle thing?
I haven't seen Labradoodle.
Oh, he just looks at random dogs and just, is that the Labradoodle?
No, I haven't seen that one.
That's a good one.
I reckon he's funny. I reckon he's funny, but I don't know.
Oh, well, you got to give him props for just
Definitely got to give him props.
doing fucking
Yeah.
Snapchat and just sussing it out.
Yeah, you do have to give him props in that regard, definitely.
Who else has done that through Snapchat?
Old Willie, mate. Willie Wairita.
Wairua.
Wairua.
Was that through Snapchat? Or was that more Facebook?
Fuck, I don't know.
Hmm.
I know he's big on Snapchat now. Shit, I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
who
done
el-
pretty good.
Well, shitloads of people have done it. I
Do we
don't
have any other like massive social media stars in New Zealand?
know. Shit, do we?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, unless you want to count your likes of your bloody Lord or something, but she's not a social media star.
She's not a fucking social
Big
media
on
star.
social media.
That was, yeah, famous.
Yeah.
I don't know. Surely there's some makeup like for girl ones. Can't say I'm familiar
Oh,
with
there'll
them.
be a couple of Jimmys,
But surely,
aren't
what
there?
do you mean, Jimmy?
Like a couple of gym
Oh,
freaks.
gym guys. Hard. Old mate Joseph Rakik. He's a pretty big dog, isn't he?
Who's that?
He's like the guy Sam Ashworth did his fitness plan.
Oh yeah.
He's from Invercargill, I think. That's complete speculation.
Yeah.
But he was like real ripped at RNA, and then he did or R&V, and then he did a video, and then he got tons of fucking peeps. Jackson Cook, pretty convinced that he's
Cookie.
voted #1 personal trainer in the world.
Yep. Very good. Cookie.
#1 in
There
the
you go.
world. #1 in the world.
So yeah, we're just doing a little bit of table rearrangement. You right, mate?
Oh,
You right, mate?
what the fuck?
He wants to call it quits early, folks.
Oh, I just like I
One of
swallowed.
those awkward swallow
I
burps.
swallowed the yeah, and that was a bad one though. That really hurt. That
Kind of like pushes your sternum out.
felt
Eh?
a lot of pressure in there. Yeah. It was fucked. That was Jesus Christ.
Hate that.
I hate it.
You ever get those awkward like neck twinges when you kind of like move your neck too fast and then it kind of just seizes up?
Not really. I get it in my elbows.
Getting your elbows when you extend them?
Yeah, sometimes I'll keep my elbow like there, and then it's like, oh, but you have to keep pushing, and then eventually it goes.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got it because when we did like the heavy bench presses when we were younger, and I think that's sort of
I think it's just fucked with your joints.
I
in
don't
that
know,
arm.
but it does. No, both arms. Does
Those
it-
heavy bench presses that we did when we were younger.
What's that? What's that? Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
it's probably a story
Those
for another
days
day,
are gone.
isn't it? That's more like a whole podcast sort of topic. God,
Yeah, let's not waste that.
we are athletes though.
So what did you get up to today?
Oh, woke up
Oh, it's a good
12:30.
12:30.
Yeah, hot as hell.
Mm.
Not a big fan of my bed.
Not a big
I
fan
think
of your
that's
bed.
the conclusion I've come to. My bed at home is shit. It's like
What are you running? You're running a double or a single?
I'm running a double. It's got to be a double, but
Well,
like
I'm running a single over there in the corner. and it does the trick.
Yeah, I'm not critiquing it.
Well,
I'm not critiquing it based on the size. I just, for some reason, feel I want to use that bit as an example, but then people aren't going to be upset. I reckon,
This is my
like,
room.
I don't know, like it's lacking like an insulation layer, so I can sort of like annoyingly feel the crevices and the little ropey things underneath when I'm sleeping. If you know what I mean,
Yep.
because I often hang off the side.
How many fucking ropey things are there? Oh, you hang
I
off the
often hang off
side.
the side, and then it's
Well,
just,
that could be your problem right there.
I love it though. I actually like to nestle if my bed's pushed up against the wall, which this one isn't, so that might be playing a role. I actually like to get right in between the wall and the bed and almost sort of.
You're a belly sleeper, aren't you, though?
I'm a big time belly sleeper, but I almost like to like wedge myself in between the wall and the bed
Oh, okay.
and sort of have that actually
Kind of
suspend
smothering
me.
your face into the wall.
I'm smothering everything apart from my face. Like my face is like,
Oh.
so I can breathe, but my head is in the wall between the bed.
Yeah.
That's actually quite an intimate thing to share on this.
Very
Oh.
intimate.
Fuck.
For any y'all wondering how Brandon sleeps,
Oh, that's yeah.
I'm a side sleeper through and through. Right side strictly.
Less interesting.
Apparently it's bad for your shoulder.
Is it?
Apparently.
Yeah, I've heard sleeping on your face is real bad too. Makes all the fluid go.
Fucking everything's bad for you now, though, isn't it?
Fluid go to your face.
Doesn't water give you cancer now?
Water.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, I've heard it gives you cancer.
Is this a genuine thing? Are you trolling?
I've heard this.
Water gives you cancer.
Yep.
Huh.
But I think that's
I can
just
see
like
it. I can see it though. I can see that. Like, to be fair, all the people that I've heard of getting cancer, I've seen them with a couple bottles of water in their hand.
I've seen them drinking water at some point.
Yeah,
Like,
at some
The
stage.
correlation's coming through.
At some stage, you got to start connecting these dots. Like, how much water have you been drinking though?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Maybe we're
And
killing
you just
ourselves slowly
yeah
through hydration.
yeah.
I mean, it's good, obviously, but
A litre a day. Do you drink a litre of anything else a day? I mean, obvious. Seems obvious to me now. Beer. You drink a litre of beer. Well,
at least.
that's why you're in good nick. That's what? Fuck.
On that note, though,
What? No.
cancer note,
Oh, Jesus. All right.
melanoma. I see the kids today going out in the sun,
Mm.
no protective gear whatsoever,
Mm.
and they are striving for this tanned colour, right?
Mm.
That's the ultimate goal,
Mm.
isn't it?
Well, that's
What's so bad about your natural white?
that's short-term goal, isn't it? The long-term goal's leathery, haggard, looking like you've been an alcoholic and done cocaine for 10 years. Absolutely
Melanoma.
beaten to, well, melanoma, yeah, you're dead. But even if you don't get melanoma, you know, you end up looking like you're looking
Still wrinkling out, aren't
you're
you?
wrinkling out. No one can tell what sort of expression you're expressing. It's just fucked. It's bad. I like to just dibble a little bit of sunscreen. SPF 50, got to be SPF 15. I've actually read somewhere that
15, you think so?
no 50. Sorry,
Oh.
I've read somewhere that SPF 15 doesn't actually do anything.
Is that right?
No, I don't know if it's right.
I've also heard that anything above SPF 30 and
Does
it's
the
doing
same thing. Yeah. Seems like that.
I don't know why.
I don't understand that, eh?
Surely it can withstand like at least last longer if it's
Because
50.
they have SPF ratings for clothing, and they say clothing's SPF 100. So I don't understand how they could say that everything above SPF 30 does the same. Because if you had SPF 30 and you lay in the sun for 10 hours, or you're on like Mount Everest or something, you're going to get sunburn. But if you were outside and you had a black sheet across you, you're not going to get sunburn. Well, what SPF's that? They can still track it. Is it SPF fucking 200 or something?
What the fuck does SPF even mean?
I don't know. It was a sun protection force or something.
It's probably a good bet.
That's a completely made up, but just give it a Google. Give that a Google.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the lack of sunscreen going around. in our
So we're just
kids.
going to podcast every time we get on the piss now?
It's on the cards.
It's fucking on the cards. Shit, yeah, bro. I'm fucking funny when I get on the piss.
Jeez, humble.
I am. No, I'm not. I am.
What is
Yeah, oh, no.
SPF? What is the acronym SPF? Sun protection factor.
Factor.
What'd you say?
Force. It wasn't going to be force. That was the only word that I was like, man, this is debatable.
Stumbled on that word.
What sort of
didn't
scientific agency would use force?
you? Factor? There you go.
Factor's a goodie.
sun protection factor measured by.
We should have brought the other beers in because I'm thinking I'm going to need more than one.
Yeah, we'll get them as we go. We'll be right.
Alright.
Um,
But that's bro. Queenstown, did you see the skydiver's parachute didn't open?
just recently.
Yeah, and like fucking, I think it was around Queenstown. It's the Queenstown. Somewhere in Cromwell.
Hey.
Didn't open. Instructor's all right, or like badly injured, but he's all right. They're still looking for the other guy, but like now it's a body search instead of a thing search. Fuck that. They've got the guy's GoPro well. The instructor had a GoPro,
Now.
so they've got the
Got
video.
the footage.
They've got the video of like, well, we're probably gonna die, G.
They're just screaming.
I don't know. I haven't seen the footage. It's like police are looking into the footage.
Yeah.
But oh man, I'm not skydiving,
So-
bro.
You reckon? Okay, would you bungee?
Yeah, I'll probably bungee.
You bungee? I think
I think I'll
I would
bungee.
skydive over bungee.
Why?
The reason being just the price factor. You pay like an extra.
Oh yeah, but like, how many people die bungee?
I don't know, not many, but I'm not worried about that. I'm more keen for the adrenaline.
This cunt just died though.
No, but come on. They're going to tighten up now.
What is death though? You know, 0.02% chance times affinity of death. I'll give it a
Definitely
miss.
a higher chance of death, but that also makes it more thrilling.
Yeah, it does too. I want to die.
Smokey's the brother's done a skydive. Highly recommended, he says.
Did he? What a
Yeah.
crazy cunt.
Through the
So's
Swiss
Neville.
Alps.
So's Neville and Melissa.
Yeah, what they reckon?
Good.
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 Yeah.
Jumped out of a perfectly good plane. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, what about those fucking like squirrel suit divers?
Yeah, that's ridiculous, eh?
That's just next level. How do
Yeah.
they land?
I think they just
They just glide along the ground for a bit and then just kind of
Yeah. like pull themselves up. You seen Family Guy with like the whole episode's building?
yeah.
Doosh. Ah, you hit the side. Yeah, I don't know. Like, would you do that?
Hell no.
You wouldn't do that?
How can you prepare yourself for that?
I don't know. Like, do they start off on like real pussy shit?
Because I've seen
Like
some
you're just
videos
going
where
down
they're
like a
weaving
quite a vertical hill, but you sort of just are going real. You're sort of running a bit, and then you just jump out and like,
people just go off the F a little bit.
oh, I'm fucking
Levitate
wrong.
kinda.
I'm straight up flying. Man. Yeah. And just bring it down, it down. But it's taking carried away. I don't know how. Or like, yeah, you take a wee wrong turn out. You're supposed to be going down, and then you just take a wrong turn, and then just into like the abyss. Shit.
Catch up.
Well, baptism under fire. How good am I at this?
Yeah.
Probably not that good. Are you that good? Oh, I reckon you'll be good at that, Scruff.
Okay, here's one. What's scarier?
Got some questions.
Space or the deepest ocean?
Not space.
Space still?
Oh, well, I don't. Well, am I in?
What's the context? Yeah.
Am I in the deepest ocean? I would much rather be if I have to be in either, and I'm gonna die in both. I would much rather be in space
And die in space.
and die in space, just because that's gangster.
Yeah.
And then be in the if I just get teleported, or if I'm like in a submarine and someone just pushes me out into the deepest part of the ocean, well, that's just blackness. Fuck this. If I'm in space, at least it's sort of like, well,
I made it to space.
Fuck. There you go. Space.
Be cool.
Little Snapchat.
So you just like blow up straight away in space, don't you?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Don't internally combust or something? I don't know, but I think it's some crazy
Okay.
shit.
Would you rather float endlessly in a suit, so you're just slowly running out of oxygen, but you get a mean view
Oh.
of like Earth and shit
Oh yeah,
as you're dying?
yeah. We're talking like you're around for like 24 hours.
Hey?
You're around for like 24 hours or like 8 hours.
Or
something like
let's
that.
go 8 hours.
Okay.
And then, or
We're just talking.
same thing, just have like a tank of oxygen, but you've got like a stone attached to your foot, but it's not going so fast that the pressure just fucks you up straight away.
Way rather be in space.
Yeah.
100 times space. Fuck that. Space
Fuck
is
that,
slowly getting cooler. You're like, oh, look at that.
Space
Oh,
would be mean
I'm
the
co-
whole time.
I'm kind of learning how to swim. I think you can do that. I don't know if you can do that, eh? But surely. I suppose there's nothing though. You might not be able to. It might just be they just
Nah,
go,
you need a force.
yeah, they just
It's
go
that one,
they just go boop
yeah,
you're
and then
out
you just
the
got
same
no
way.
friction against you.
Nah, but the water would just be scary and scarier. You'd just be like, this is black, this is black. Is that a fucking massive colossal squid? What are you up to? You-
But that would suck. But now it would also be fucking cool to see.
A colossal
Imagine seeing
squid?
like a colossal squid or like a blue whale or shit.
Imagine seeing Mars in the sun.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd float that far.
No. But yeah, well, I'm not floating that far, but like, not a lot of obstruction in space.
I have no idea.
So I think you're just sort of looking around like,
to
there
see
you go.
everything.
there you go.
I
Venus
imagine it
is-
would just look
and it
like.
looks like it's real close, and it's like couple million kilometers.
I imagine it would just look like it just surrounded by stars, and then like we moon and we Earth and the sun looking about the same.
But there's Earth. What do you mean a wee Earth?
Yeah.
Earth's fucking massive
Earth
in
would be
space.
massive. It'd be mean to the Earth.
But I reckon the sun will be massive too. The sun's like way bigger than the Earth. And you're
Yeah,
like,
no, but we're not getting any closer. We're not closer to it, so it wouldn't be. Any
yeah,
bigger,
but there's no pollution in the air. There's nothing.
so
It's just blackness. It's not even blackness, is it? It's just nothing and the sun.
I have no idea.
Well, like, think about it. There's nothing in space. Every time we look at the sun, we're looking at it through like, even if it's like a
Atmosphere.
complete, the atmosphere,
pollution.
water, all that shit, light pollution, all that crap. Up there, it's literally nothing, sun. Surely it's just like,
Just blasting away.
that's a big bitch.
Surely it's hotter at least anyway.
I don't know how. I don't know if space. I think space must be freezing. I don't know. Why the fuck are you talking about? I don't know anything about space. I'm
Nothing.
speculating on all of this shit.
Definitely.
I would assume that sun is. It looks really good in space.
Did people land on the moon? I see
apparently.
that Trump's looking to go back to the moon.
Bullshit.
Oh shit.
Is he? What a waste of fucking money.
Fair enough though.
Don't rate it.
Nah. He needs to stamp his authority. in the
Don't
space
rate
race.
that. I thought they wanted to fucking cut spending. We're going to the moon now. Are we? Yep, no more social welfare. We're going to the moon.
Well, I'm pretty sure he said that.
Oh,
once
you're
again.
talking shit,
I'm
eh?
talking out my ass again. Fake news here, kids. Fake news.
Mm.
These Coronas are a treat though.
Bloody good. Bloody good. So how you feeling in the podcast? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel easy? Do you feel like you've got your normal voice going? Or do you reckon you're kind of catering it to like you're talking to people? Because I'd completely forget that these cunts are there and just look at you. I need to stop saying cunts and shit. I need to stop swearing.
Yeah. I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
you're the only
I
one that's
feel-
allowed to ask questions.
I feel
I'm
pretty.
asking you, mate.
Do you want me
You
to
can
answer or
answer.
not?
Continue.
Yep. I still feel like I'm still catering a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit hard not to, but
Yeah.
yeah, it feels
I
a
think
bit
the
more.
beers are helping.
Beers help. Beers help.
One beer.
No, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, we'll just try it for a couple of months and see what happens, eh?
Fucking hell. So who else? Oh, you want to say who else you got lined up on the
No,
podcast?
no. We'll keep that on the down low. But we got some good guests.
So what
come up?
benefits do you think you're going to gain from being on the podcast? I think you're just going to have some this is my opinion, just some great intellectual conversations. Really get to know people. You're stuck in a room,
Mhm.
bang, we're having a real
That-
conversation.
That is my goal. Just digging into people,
Yeah.
just finding out little bits and pieces about them. Obviously, it's a little bit different talking.
Not
to you.
necessarily digging in though, are you? It's
No,
just
no.
like,
Open discussion. It's just like
It's
an
just like
enclosed
fun.
environment where
Yeah.
they've pretty much agreed to be
Yeah.
interviewed or
Yeah.
discuss things.
you're just stuck there, and it's like, right, let's get down and dirty.
No parameters.
Let's not worry about this shit. Let's get down. Let's talk turkey.
I love a one-on-one convo as well.
I fucking rate it, eh? I love them.
I think I'm definitely one-on-one over group.
I hate group conversations.
Group's hard. You got to compete.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. It just gets gay. It just turns into like little one-liners and
Yeah.
nice one-liner, bro. It's like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Yeah. But that, like, wouldn't you just say that's a competitive nature?
Yeah. Oh, I reckon it's competitive.
I'd
Yeah.
say our friend group has a pretty competitive nature as well.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say it. But yeah, no, I think everyone does. Yeah, it gets competitive.
Yeah.
Is you like jousting for position?
Yeah.
It's crack up.
It definitely is just all little one-liners.
Yeah.
Who can get that?
Yeah. Well, boop,
Who
boop,
can get...
little dig, boop. Oh.
But at the same time,
Oh,
you
I
also-
had something similar to that the other day.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, well the other day I dropped my plate as well. Mean.
It's gone. It's gone.
Mean.
But you are
that's
like,
mean.
in saying that, when I'm in the group situation, I kind of feel like I am more readily keen to laugh. Like I'm kind of on edge and like, oh, who's going to do the next one-liner?
Mm.
And then if they disappoint,
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
getting.
fine. Well, I
I don't
suppose
know. I just can't be fucked like having to speak real loud.
yeah, hard. So.
Like, I really can't be fucked like. If,
And
if
most
I,
of the time we
if
are
I-
in a group is when we're drinking.
Yeah.
which
Oh, I
means-
can when I'm drinking. I'll talk loud.
Yeah.
But if you're not drinking, it's like, and you start talking, someone cuts you off. It's just like, all right, well, fuck that. you go. That's all good.
Why do you think you do that though?
I don't know, because I feel like if you lose, like if you start saying something, and then someone cuts you off, it usually like a lot of it's about timing, and then if they cut you off, then you have to actually make a point of saying your thing. Usually the moment's gone, or you've sort of made a point to start speaking, so people are like, oh, gonna be a big thing. Oh, didn't really cut the mustard there now.
Bit of pressure comes
It's just shit. It's just like,
on. And you already know that before you say it.
And the other person's probably going to say something similar because, as we just said, everyone just bounces off each other's comments. And they might say something that is like that, and then you try and say your thing that you were going to say, but they've already said something along the same lines. And it's like, yeah, no shit, he just said that. It's like, fuck, I was going to say it. Just straight, like, I was going to say it before he said it.
You lost. You beat me.
We got the out over me.
You won.
Yeah.
And then once women enter the room, it's just a whole nother ball game.
We're not talking about women already?
I was talking about mainly male groups.
All right, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, when girls are there, like, the boys get louder and shit. Definitely. Bit more funny. Bit more funny, bit more, like, diggy at each other.
Yeah.
A few more, like, shit tests.
Yeah, like,
You
kind of
know?
almost, shitting on the guys a bit more, eh?
Shit tests. Like, they'll test each other. Like, say something like, you know, give a little dig, hey, and then there's the other person, oh, well, you fucking, fuck off, can't you fucking.
And then just keep trying to take it a step up.
Yeah, oh, yeah, just like, you know, it's like verbal sparring. As I said, jousting. They're jousting for position. It's funny.
Yeah.
I don't really like doing it, though. You like doing it?
Nah, not really.
I don't like doing it. I fucking hate doing it.
Unless
though.
I'm real drunk.
Yeah, unless I'm real drunk, then I give a real cunt about it. I'm like, I miss the, like...
If I'm high, I'll just laugh about it.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah, I like being around it when I'm high. Like,
I'll just be...
You gotta have someone else who's high to be like, see this kid? Look at this kid. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you reckon you need to stop swearing?
Well, no, I don't know. Just on the podcast, I don't understand.
Nah.
I don't know what the vibe is here.
Nah, I think we're pretty chill with that.
All right.
Fuck.
Cunt. Yeah.
You know...
I need to stop
Fuck.
swearing in general, though. Because
Yeah, definitely need to lower it down.
I swear to bloody parents, especially if I'm slightly pissed, I'll just be like, oh, who gives a fuck? What? And I don't even register that I'm doing it.
Fuck's definitely my favourite one, though.
Fuck's your favourite swear word?
Yeah.
How'd you come to that conclusion?
I just like it, man. It has a lot of... It's very versatile. It's very snappy. It's sharp on the ear. It catches attention. And it's fun to say.
Fuck.
Fuck. It just... The uck at the end mixed with the... It's
Tell
just
you
a
what,
great combination.
Patrick Dowd's really brought shit back into the running for me with his shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I rate it.
Yeah, it's good.
Adds another dynamic.
Yourself?
Probably shit. Probably shit.
Shit's killing it?
Shit.
Oh, shit.
I say fuck the most, just because it's like it just turns into, what are those things? You know, like, I don't know. You just use it as a space filler sometimes. Even when you don't. Well, we get more beers in. You're not finished yet.
We'll get one in a second. I can't keep up with this kid, guys. He's
Guys.
fucking
I don't
crazy.
say guys. It takes you out of the moment. Takes me out of the situation.
Don't say guys. It's actually really sexist.
Oh, okay. Don't say guys. We have a what? A very diverse audience.
Very diverse audience.
Are you assuming my gender? Well, you know, the fact is you don't even know me, actually. And the fact that you would assume that I'm male just because that's what it says on my Facebook profile.
And the idea.
and the idea.
You watched any other ones of those recently? What are they called again?
Oh, I saw the sociology one.
Freedom
Tunes. Yeah, I watched the discussing stuff with sociology professors, and it made me think of Raven. Not a debate. It was the exact part. So it was like the whole theory was like history according to sociology professors. Back in oh man, what am I saying? This is it was like, and so back like. Yeah, so he was like, this is what I learned from my history professor. I mean, my sociology professor. Back 30,000 years ago, everyone lived in trees, and it was great. And you didn't, because you didn't have to work, and you didn't have to do this. And the man's job was to go out and kill things, and the woman's job was to gather berries and die during childbirth, and everything was fantastic. And it was just on and et cetera, et cetera. It's fucking funny. It tripped me out though, because I was like, that's kind of the buzz she was on. She was like, yeah, but they were all right. They were all right.
Yeah. A nutshell, but like obviously,
Yeah.
she wasn't driving it like that. But
Oh,
that's
well, that was a caricature of her argument.
Yeah, it was. That's a funny representation of it, though.
Yeah.
They do good.
And,
They do good.
And it was more freedom because if you had the baby and you couldn't afford it, you could just, like, you know, you could just punch yourself in the stomach or you could just kill it after it was born if you couldn't feed it. It's sweet.
Yeah.
What? And, like, you die at the age of 30 because all your teeth get, like, one of your teeth gets chipped or
Who
something.
wants to live past 30?
Yeah.
Anyway?
it was. And then these evil capitalists started building houses. And then they wouldn't just give the houses to people. They made them give them berries. And fuck those guys. I showed Patrick. He was rating it.
Oh, Patrick,
then-
it's right up his alley.
And then he saw the Peterson and Ben Shapiro ones. He was like, fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck Peterson's good, King.
Yeah, Peterson. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so did Little Red Riding Hood. And it wasn't Grandma. Oh, shit.
It was a wolf with great big teeth.
Can't get it out what the fuck we're talking
Nah.
about. Shit.
But
Right.
man, you
back
know
on
who else
track.
does like on that similar buzz but like extended? It's just South Park.
Yeah, bro. South Park's
It's just-
amazing at like forecasting the political mood.
Yeah, they're great, eh?
It's fucking it's incredible. They're like 6 or 8 months
so
down the
on,
line.
eh? Yeah.
Shit.
Speaking of which, I don't even know if I finished their most recent season.
The last one, Donald Trump, they like hunt down Donald Trump. Oh, and PC principal has relations with his vice principal, and that's like, and they're like, oh, you slept with a co-worker, and everyone starts vomiting on cue.
Nah,
Have
yeah.
you seen that one?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, it's pretty funny. There's a few good puns.
What season's that then? Like 22 or 21 or some bullshit.
I don't know, most recent one.
Oh, I should check it out.
But yeah, they set like a fox trap. They're like, set a fox trap for the president, 'cause he's like running around the forest, and it's like a Fox News desk in the forest, and he's like, these guys will get my story right, and he like starts going off, and then this other guy's like, it's a trap. The whites keep saying that. You know how they're just naming everyone now?
What do you mean?
Like they're naming people, and those people will like have that be like characterized by the position of what they're named in society. Like there's like strong woman is the vice principal, and she's like a real feminist.
That's
like,
actually her
strong-
name.
That's her name.
Uh-huh.
Strong woman.
They're actually just naming them
Yeah,
from a group
Yeah,
name.
yeah. And the whites are like
PC
the
principal.
the people in the town who like love Trump.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
whites like, oh come on, like everyone else is like, he's got to start a war with North Korea. And they're like, oh fuck the white. Like,
Craig up.
it's funny.
You watched anything else decent lately?
I watched Wizard of Lies last night. It's like about Bernie Madoff, the guy who like ran that big Ponzi scheme. That was pretty good. Had Robert De Niro in it.
So it's a biopic, or is it?
Yeah, it's a biopic. Man, it's pretty intense. Like he's like ice cold. Well, that's how they depict him on screen. But he ran like a big, like billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar Ponzi scheme. And, like it was just like shifting money around and would, like he ran a hedge fund, like a hedge fund, but he would just make the trades up and then document them as winning trades the following day, but with the previous day's date.
and it's just lying.
So like he was constantly making the perfect bets, and it would just, and he was just lying, and then eventually he gave himself up.
How did he get away with that?
He was like so respected, like he was like
Just had a good name and like,
he had a really good name, and I don't know like how it happened. But this is how the movie depicted it. Like he was just so well respected, and he had his own department that he never. That was a separate entity, and him and his mate were like the only two people doing it, and they just like had because he was like chairman of some big security organization or something, so he knew how the shit operated, and he would have had access to the actual sort of documents.
when was this?
Documents that would it's recent, like after 2008 is when he got caught, but he was doing it for a long time.
Okay.
He was doing it for a long time.
What are we talking?
Like he was doing I think he was said it's in the movie he was completely fraudulent, and he hadn't made a trade for like 16 years before that.
Oh, okay.
So for 16 years he was just saying that he won.
Did he start off making actual trades or no?
Oh, I presume so. He would have been doing all right. I think he did all right. This is what I gathered from the movie, but once again I don't know how factually correct it is. He was doing all right, and then something happened, and he lost a lot of money, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I'll just hide it," and then he just snowball effect,
No.
and then he was just like, "Yo, I'm like the biggest bank and like hedge fund in the world, but I'm just talking shit," because everyone wanted in.
How old was he
Because he
when
was
he-
just like, boom.
When he came out of it.
Oh, I'm not sure how old he was.
Like
Old.
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 And he was just like,
Oh no, he was just like was real stone cold about it. That's what the whole movie was basically about, like showing how much of a sociopath he was. That's like the last line of the movie. He's asking the reporter, he's like, "Do you think I'm a sociopath?" And it was like, because he never showed any emotion,
yeah.
like never. And when he was going to give himself up, he was just like writing out these checks to people, and he was going to hand out all these people checks before he gave it up, so they were all sweet. And then, But he was just never like he just like when the FBI showed up, they were like, "Yo, like, you know, do you know why we're here?" And he was just like, "Yeah, come on, come on." And like when he went to the court, they were just like, "What do you plead? What do you plead?" He's like, "Guilty, guilty, guilty, guilty." Like cunts would just come up like, "You fucking scumbag," and he was just like, "Yeah, yeah, sorry, the bull's up."
Crack up.
He's crazy.
Fuck, biopics are good though.
Biopics are the best, I reckon.
You have a favourite?
Oh, biopics. I don't know.
Oh, your Wolf of Wall Street.
No, yeah, I really like that. I really like that, but I don't know.
I really like Ray.
I'll remove. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Ray's a mean biopic.
Ray's mean.
So's Walk the Line with Johnny Cash.
Ooh, yep.
It's a goodie.
That is good, eh?
Yeah. What's another goodie? I wasn't even going to talk about Wolf of Wall Street. It's so mainstream. Like, it's such a big movie.
Yeah, it's so good though.
But yeah, it's fucking. That's mean.
What
else? I like Glory Road, the Disney basketball movie. Have you seen that? It's not Disney. Like, it's real people, but it's made by Disney. Yeah. It's like about the first black.
I've heard about it.
First black. What is it? High school or college basketball team that like won the.
They're
NCAA.
all good though as well. You Coach Carter. You remember the Titans.
Yeah. Oh, but Coach Carter's another mean one.
Carter's
I remember the Titans. Fuck, man, biopics are the shit.
They're so good, informative, and fun.
Informative and fun. Bloody oath. Bloody oath.
Yeah, on that note, we'll have a cheeky break, eh?
We'll have a break. What, you picking a song today? Go on then, what's your favourite song of all time?
I'm going to pick a song.
And you have to pick one, and I'm going to hold you to it, and that's your favourite song forever now.
Put me on the spot.
True Colours shining through. It's got to be, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Mrs. Taylor.
Hey, I'm just going to hit you with a little bit of, just for the old time's sake, a bit of Purple Haze.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Jimi Hendrix.
I thought you were going to say Down by Jay Sean.
I do love that song.
Do you? Oh, yeah. I'm fucking good.
Check. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 2, 2. We're good to go. A great song, a great artist. What a time of the 20th century it was to have such a beautiful man in amongst our species.
Who's this?
Jimmy.
What was the song?
Purple Haze.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
I watched his biopic. It's a goodie.
Eh?
Have you not seen it?
No.
Good biopic. He is a druggo.
Drug addict.
Completely. Yeah, that's basically what I got from it. Just
the old headband, cut a hole in his.
That wasn't in the thing, I don't think.
Oh, cut a thing in his forehead.
Bit of blood.
Put a bit of acid on it.
Straight
Headband round it.
Straight into the bloodstream. I'll rate that. That's fucking crazy.
Kids getting shit done.
Yeah, yeah. Multitasking, loves it. All right, what beers we having? To be honest, I kind of want that Stella Artois. Now that you've got, are they good? Stella Artois is good. Are they shit?
I think they're good.
No, yeah, I want them.
There you go. What do you want? Stella
No,
Artois.
I feel like I'm trapped by this microphone.
I got you. Brando's going for Stella. Living the good life tonight, mate.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
This is embarrassing. Maybe this isn't a bottle opener. Or maybe I'm gay.
Is it just a... Or maybe she's born with it. What is that? Is it just a fucking guitar?
There we go, boys.
Is that a makeshift bottle opener? Oh, cheers, mate.
Got him. I'm going to have to go for a wee BRB.
Fuck, you rate them, eh?
Love me a BRB.
So I apologise that I didn't shave my beard before we did this.
Cheers, mate.
I think it looks pretty ridiculous. Cheers, mate. But I'm just pretty lazy.
Let's talk Big Five.
Oh, average.
Average?
Straight off the bat, average. Right, Big Five. Oh, yeah, right.
Let's talk Big Five. So, Big Five is a psychoanalytical system which helps you characterize people.
Categorise people's personality traits.
Categorize people's personality trait. There's obviously 5 of them. 5 main personality traits. We've got, counting off, we've got agreeableness, conscientiousness, extroversion, neuroticism, and openness. High five. And let's kick it off with a bit of agreeableness.
Agreeableness.
Seems to be the funnest one.
What we're describing, what each one is.
Well, so agreeableness is made up of compassion and politeness, right?
I actually can't remember all the subcategories.
I think I got them.
Mm-hmm.
Compassion and politeness. Okay, so that's the types of people that are looking to maintain a social setting and
Looking
keep
to avoid conflict.
avoiding
and
conflict.
just keep a situation, keep everyone happy. Everyone as happy as possible.
Yes.
Regardless of, well, basically, the only downside is that they may not,
At all costs, really.
yeah, they may not actually, yeah,
They might miss or
they won't be
ignore something.
they won't be willing to like actually face a problem and deal with the problem if it's
Mm-hmm.
going to cause some sort of grief in the group.
Yes. On
But
the other hand,
it's like
you can
motherly.
be,
It's like
Yes,
yeah, like if
motherly.
well, like, yeah, it's like as we said, maternal sort of shit, like baby stuff, like because a baby starts crying, it's like fuck.
well, you have to be compassionate towards a baby.
Yep, doesn't matter. He got in the way and I kicked him. No,
Yeah.
it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's still your fault. He's a child. Yeah.
And then
Well,
obviously
really
the
agreeable.
opposite. of
Really
that-
nice. Like very, very nice.
Oh, pleasant
Agreeable
people.
Like everyone will probably like.
Unless
Couldn't say you couldn't. Well, most people could not say something bad about an agreeable person. There'll be those people that are just like, they're
Yeah.
selfless, aren't they?
yeah,
Selfless.
yeah, it's that type of attitude.
Yep,
But the
yep.
dark side of agreeableness is it's also mainly the compassion side of it, isn't it? Those who you're compassionate against, it's anything that is going against those people that you care about.
Or someone starts fucking the social
They're a predator.
situation up. You're just like, fuck, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
You bastard,
And they
you're
will
ruining
attack
this. This is, you can't say that.
If you hurt anyone they love, that's it.
I haven't heard it.
All laws are dropped. They will eat your head off.
Yeah, because like, if you start bringing up a problem, or like if somebody else starts bringing up a problem, and like discussing it, but like other people are getting slightly worked up or even slightly emotionally involved in the topic, they'll be like, forecast this may result in some sort of conflict, even if it's just completely innocent conflict, like verbally, which actually nobody actually loses from. Someone's feelings might be hurt,
That's what humans are
or
best at.
their ideas might be like,
Destroyed.
refuted. Yeah, the real agreeable people are just gonna be like, fuck off. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're a cunt.
Yeah.
You're a cunt, G.
Which is like
You're wrong because
you ruined the social setting.
you aren't conforming.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like
They disregard truth.
Yeah,
kinda.
yeah, definitely.
This is obviously talking extremely, but this is the danger of it. Shall we move on to conscientiousness?
Are you going to have some type of categorizing things on the screen?
a few words and bits and pieces? Apart from IV cam turns iPhone/iPad into an HD webcam.
Yeah. So about that,
Love IV cam.
Scruff's other business, IV Cam.
IV cam. Recommend it.
Fuck yeah.
Conscientiousness.
Conscientiousness. Oh, hardworking.
So, made up of industriousness and orderliness.
Yeah.
So, industriousness is work ethic, pretty much, in a nutshell. How hard are you going to work?
Work ethic, ability to see things through.
Future orientated.
Uncompromising as well, like just gets the job done regardless. Orderliness is like structure and how well, you have everything has a place, which makes you more efficient. It's less time, it's less time consuming than if you have to
It's all about efficiency.
fuck around and go find everything. Yeah, it's just getting shit done. They have a goal. They don't worry about the other shit. They get that goal done and they set another goal.
It's also
Boom,
tidiness
boom.
In and around the house.
Yeah, structure. Everything's structure. Everything's got a place.
Yeah.
Both physically and metaphorically.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. Conscientiousness, very. Is it the most highest predictor of success, or second most?
IQ is, but it's the biggest one.
Next to
biggest
IQ.
one out of the traits. Yeah.
Next to IQ.
Yeah.
Industrious.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Hardworking.
Which is like good.
Mm-hmm.
Hardworking people
And
are
it's
successful. Fuck yeah.
Probably it can be taught as well, can't it?
Apparently it increases with age.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can necessarily be taught.
Well, you can
But-
train yourself.
Yeah, you can train yourself. Yeah, you can improve on it.
You have to want to though.
Yeah. I don't know if a teacher or anything could teach you, but yeah, definitely.
But
Yeah.
being aware that you're
That's mean,
unconscientious
though.
is a first step.
Me. Very unconscientious. Fuck.
God, I should do something about that.
Damn. But it's a trait.
Looks like that's who I am.
Yeah.
Next one, extroversion.
Extroversion.
Made up.
Everyone knows extroversion and introversion, don't they?
I don't know.
Introverts.
Made up of assertiveness and enthusiasm, the two subcategories. So yeah, it's pretty much people person or not a people
This
person.
is a weird beer. Have you ever had one of these? So what? I reckon it tastes like chicken, like something, like grease or something. Like it tastes like it's some chicken's been cooking in it for a while. Am I completely off, like out of the ballpark on that one? What do you reckon?
I reckon it tastes like a Stella.
But like with that's been coating chicken.
Nope. I don't get no chicken out of that. Green bottles.
No chicken. Oh well. What are we talking about?
Extroversion.
Oh, yeah, extroversion, enthusiasm, assertiveness. You know, everyone knows extroverted people.
Social or not social in a nutshell, isn't it?
Social, not social. Extroverted people gain energy from being around people. Introverted people lose energy from being around people, and gain energy from being by themselves.
They would prefer to sit at home. That's the likes of your gamers, more
Yeah.
introverted.
Yeah.
Whereas the likes of your
Party animals.
party animals.
But not necessarily like without alcohol. Because introverts can get frothed up with alcohol.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck. And the alcohol stimulates them anyway, gives them energy.
Well, even just the likes of the people that will talk up in class.
Yeah. Yeah.
People that will put their hand up and ask the questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Extroverted. Not
yeah.
scared of the social setting, willing to use it to their advantage almost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. They're probably really good at using it to their advantage. That's why they like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder which end of that spectrum correlates to life success, like more.
I'd say I'd say it depends.
I would say in the past it would have been heavily extroversion, and now with the more technology like orientated,
that is just like put your headphones on and go to work.
Yeah,
Let's
it
do
would
it.
be more favouring introverts
And work
now.
from home.
Yeah, and like exactly, introverts,
Coming through
the future.
the future. Learn to be introverted.
Learn to be difficult to do. People go crazy. Extroverts go crazy if they can't.
We
see
need people in our life.
I like people.
Neuroticism.
Neuroticism. Yeah.
Negative emotion in a nutshell, guys.
Anxiety, paranoia, and that sort of thing.
Made up of withdrawal and volatility.
Mm.
So withdrawal being how likely you are to withdraw from a social setting, basically. So it links up a little bit with introversion there, a bit, or just want to withdraw.
Not necessarily
from anything.
not so necessarily withdrawal though. You don't necessarily withdraw when you're there. It's sort of like if you hear about something, and someone's like, you have to do something, you'll just be like, oh nah. Like that's your natural instinct. When when anyone tells you to do anything, it's like, nah, bro.
Not out.
Like
not
go give this person a call. Go give this person a call. Like go talk to this person. Oh, you need to go see him about that. Like they're not there.
It's not an oh nah from laziness. It's an oh nah from scared.
Yeah, it's like nah.
Afraid.
It's like nah, fuck that. But
I
I feel like they don't even know what they're scared of. It's like nah.
No, yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to do that. And volatility is obviously just like
how volatile you are, how touchy you are, moody.
Yeah, moody. Yeah.
Some things.
Someone says something piss you off.
I give you a wee kick in the shin that can fuck someone off.
Yeah. Some kind of be like.
Whereas some people just
Ha. Yeah.
It's there.
That sucks though. That's just straight bad, eh?
Straight negative emotion. You want I can't. Well, the positive side of that is it's the whole
Well, you're
security thing, and you're more
cautious.
cautious. Yeah.
With health and shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if you've got a lump on your back,
Probably beneficial for children as well.
if you got a lump on your back, and you're just like, nah, it'll be alright. Less neurotic. But if you're highly neurotic, you'll be like, I need to go to the doctor to get that checked.
That's probably cancer.
Probably cancer. You always think the worst. Pessimist, isn't it?
Pessimist. Yeah, pessimist and optimism. That's what it is, isn't it?
Pretty much. So yeah, there is a good side to it, although it seems like there's not a good side to it. There is this cure.
It's not really a good side for you.
But
there's not really any benefits that you are going to experience, because even when you gain benefits from being neurotic, you're going to be neurotic.
yeah,
Like, even if you like remain alive
in the
it's
long
like-
term,
yeah,
you're gonna be neurotic.
yeah, you're
So
neurotic.
You're not gonna see it.
You're
positively.
neurotic all the time. You experience everything in a more negative light.
Yeah.
So like, there's no. If happiness was the quota, it's just straight bad.
Yeah, I hear you.
But maybe you savour the friends that you do make a bit more, you know, because you're a bit standoffish, and then when someone lets you in, you're just like, fuck, I love you.
It's definitely more feminine, isn't
I
it?
nearly hit that. I think females tend to be higher in neuroticism.
Tend to score
Oh, that's
higher in
not good,
neuroticism. Yeah.
Higher neuroticism.
Same as agreeableness
Same as agreeableness.
and orderliness.
You can do this. Yeah. Orderliness too. Yeah.
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 And then we got our last one, openness.
Openness. This is a trippy one, man.
Openness is a real
It's a
trippy one.
buzzy one. Yeah. It's a buzzy
Just keep
one.
that in you. Keep that mic close to you,
Oh,
mate.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. I got pulled it down a little bit. Something's going on. Here we go.
Openness. Yeah. So that's created of intellect, which is not
interest
to
in-
be confused with IQ. So intellect is just interest in ideas, basically.
Yeah.
And then the other part of it is
Aesthetics.
creativity, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interest in aesthetics and ideas.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Openness.
Yeah. It's a buzzy thing to kind of like yeah. If you enjoy reading like philosophy, you're probably quite open. If you read philosophy and you go, "This is a bunch of bullshit," tell me something that like I can do something with. For example, like you'd rather
Science.
you'd rather like go and actually work and like make something. Like you'd be more and you'd rather
It's the same with your arts.
yeah.
If you're into your arts, you're most likely to be more score higher in openness.
And if you can see things from like multiple angles, if
Yeah,
you're like, oh,
perspective,
but it could
isn't
be
it?
this, like subjective sort of like, if you're like, oh, it could be this though, could be this though, you're probably like, oh, you're kind of open.
Whereas if you're unopen, it's like, no, this is how it is. Conservative. I know this already. This has been decided. That's that.
Well, not even I know this already, but that's fucking stupid. No one needs to know that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Look at this art. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, very good.
That's funny. Yeah.
So that's the big five. There's some pretty good tests online that you can take.
Interesting though, isn't it? Bloody interesting.
Well, it's
knowing
good to
that
get
stuff.
to know your stuff. I would highly recommend it. The test that I would recommend is
Makes you go around in circles in your head a little bit though.
does. I'd recommend the Jordan Peterson understandmyself.com. That's a good way to do it. I think it's only about $10.
I'd recommend Jordan Peterson's YouTube channel in general. He's a fucking good guy.
Good cunt. But there is free ones out there online as well. But just for credibility, I'd recommend his one. But yes, I'd do any of them, just to get a wee slight better understanding of yourself, Good. Well,
Yeah.
what do you think when you did yours? I rated it.
I thought I sort of knew it already.
Yeah.
Because I'd been reading Jordan Peterson though and like looking into Jordan Peterson shit already. But like when I first learnt about it, I was like, oh, buzzy. It opens a few doors and
It does.
It allows you to connect a few dots. Like you're like, oh shit, okay.
It gives you a sense of direction as well.
Because he explains like, and some people actually aren't into that. Because I don't know, for like I feel like the like default setting is sort of like everyone's pretty much the same. Like, and then if you think too much like that, like no one has actually intrinsic differences. Do you know? Like they do, but it's all environmental.
Yeah.
And then he's sort of like, these are actually
These are
biologically like you are more
biologically and culturally.
and then it's like, whoa. And then you say it and it's like, yeah, some people just don't care about this. Like the orderliness thing. That's a big one that tripped me out. Because I'm
good to
messy
learn, isn't
as fuck.
Yeah.
Messy as fuck.
Oh yeah, you are.
And like I'd always used to trip me out whenever like, I don't know, like people would be like, clean it, why? Like, is this like, if you clean this up, like, or like, maybe not necessarily have you clean this up, but like, shit, look at that, that's messy, like, that's pissing me off. I'd be like, I haven't even registered that.
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's obviously
Like,
been a
I literally-
massive problem.
Yeah, I literally have not even given that any thought. But then like, I sort of started thinking like, why the fuck is this happening? And then he explains you won't be very orderly at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
And it just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like an epiphany, kind of.
It's like,
Oh, well,
whoa.
that's what
it's
was
like,
happening.
whoa. So I'm like,
Learning
yeah.
those little things just helps you better understand yourself and others.
And 100% definitely helps you better.
Because then you can
understand
start
others.
applying it to other people and be like, oh, he must just be a little bit more. Obviously, you have to be careful with that, though.
Oh, difficult. You can't make any
You
presumptions.
can't
about
be
people.
can't be too presumptuous on it.
Nah, but like you can take a calculated guess if you start speaking to someone, and then if you think that they're orderly, like you can say things like, "Oh, he might be interested in this. This is like something that X would be, so and so would be interested in." Then you can have good conversations, and then if they say things that you don't necessarily agree with, it helps you be able to maybe put yourself in their shoes and be like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, I
okay.
can
Did
see.
you think this?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Yep, I thought that." It's like, "Oh, nice. Okay, I think I understand. I don't really, but I'm trying to."
Right.
Trying to understand your buzz.
Well, it's yeah.
It's trippy shit, man. It's
Like I
oh,
said, it just helps you
buzzy,
better
bro.
understand a bit better.
It does. Oh, but it's an interesting thing to learn because
It's a dangerous path to go down.
yeah, it's definitely a dangerous path to go down. But like, it's an interesting thing to learn because fuck, there's so many humans.
Yeah.
It's like you can just see like dynamic examples of the shit that you're learning every day in
Everything
life.
is
It's like
yeah.
what? But that can also make
And
you
it's-
do a bit of mental masturbation.
Everything's just an individual case as well.
Fucking
You
hell.
take everything as an individual case.
Fuck you, bro.
You can't be grouping people.
Oh shit, no. But I reckon it allows you to not group people.
It does.
Like
you can actually be
beforehand,
like,
you're like,
"Oh,
oh,
this-
those boys are like that, and then afterwards, you're like, that cunt's like that. That cunt's like a little bit more like this. That cunt's a little bit more like this. He's not quite as much like this.
Mhm.
It's good. It makes it really brings it down to the like individual. I rate it, man. just
rate
to,
it
just to
big time.
emphasize that. Are you drinking that beer? Or?
I'm drinking my beer. Are you fucking? Are you sexually frustrated, bro?
Yes, I am. Yeah, any woman
Keep
out
that
there?
mic.
Any woman out there that wanna? No. That mic's close enough, isn't it? I'm fucking yelling now. I've had 2 beers.
Going out for dinner tonight. Might head down to the old
I'm pretty envious, though.
Rosie.
But then again, I had steak, and I was pretty happy
Get some
with it.
steak, waffles, French fries,
Yeah,
and
Neville made salad, lettuce, carrot,
beetroot.
lettuce, carrot.
Oh.
Good shit.
Lettuce and
I
carrot.
put a bit of Parmesan cheese on. It was good.
Parmesan cheese is a winner.
Bang. Put a bit
That's
of
a big time salad right there from Nev.
No, he usually offers more, but I'm actually almost glad he didn't offer more because
You like
I
extra
enjoy
lettuce,
both carrot and lettuce. You know, it's when you start fucking around with some
Do you enjoy
random shit.
tomato?
Yeah,
Do you enjoy beetroot?
I put tomato on my steak separately though.
Oh, yeah.
I want heavy tomatoes, but I don't enjoy cucumber. You know, you hit me with some cucumber, you hit me with some raw capsicum.
Ooh,
Fuck
you're
off.
not a raw capsicum type of guy.
Fuck no, I'll go for grilled capsicum. That's all breezy.
Oh, I am a good raw capsicum type of guy.
You like raw capsicum?
Very refreshing.
Do you?
Yes.
Is it refreshing?
Very
Are you on that refresh buzz? Because I'm not on that. Do you like? You must like cucumber too,
I do.
because that's refreshing as fuck.
Tis. Oh, man. I've always loved cucumber, though.
You have. You've always been a fan. Do you like cucumber like water? Do you like putting a bit of cucumber in your water?
I don't.
They do that on the
But I'm
other
just a bit
guys.
too lazy for that.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's not bad. I love just straight water though.
You like straight water?
Gets me going.
You're fucked. That's you fucking down the drain in a few years. Cancer.
Cancer, whatever. I've accepted it.
I've tried to stop and I just can't. I go 3 days and I'm fucking craving the shit. I'm yelling at this thing now. Oh, bloody hell. What's your favourite beer?
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. I was gonna ask you that, and I was like, I don't even know my one.
I need a piss.
Oh well, you can wait out. Just hold it, right? Yeah.
It's your fault if I piss on these couches.
Oh, I had a really good beer in America, but I can't remember the name of it. It was a it was a watermelon
A Duff.
flavored beer from San Diego.
A watermelon beer? Trip!
10%.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was a big timer.
10%. I don't know if I'm agreeing with this plug. Yep. Watermelon 10%.
Watermelon 10%. Yeah, it was good.
And
I
the
wanna
beer
say-
was made out of watermelon or it tasted like watermelon?
Watermelon flavoring.
Hmm.
It was good. I
Trippy.
can't remember the brand.
Was it
but
real hot
man,
when you
was-
drank it? Did you say California?
Yeah, it was in Spring Break.
Did you say California?
Yeah, San Diego. Right down the bottom
Okay.
of Cali there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Jess
Oh, yeah.
Krause, shout out to you if you ever see this, mate.
Jess
Introduce me to that.
Krause. That one of your boys. Your buoys.
One of the buoys.
One of the buoys.
One of the buoys.
Jess Krause. Hard doubt. Duh. Oh, watermelon 10% beer. Shit, I want to get in on it. Was it cheap?
Oh, no, I think it was actually quite spinny.
Let's just while we're on the topic of beer, let's give a good shout out to 8.6s. Fuck.
You want to get 8.6s out there in the clear.
Yeah. If you know,
You've got to holler out to them.
for any students who are looking for, you know, a good time, but not an expensive time, and also not a bloating time. You know, we're not talking 18 double browns. We're not talking, you know, drink a whole bottle of vodka and then end up vomiting all over yourself.
The man speaks the truth.
8.6s. Okay, 8.6s. Go to New World, get yourself some 8.6s. They're in the
New World
they're in the New
Pack
World
and save, actually.
strictly.
Pack and save.
Pack and save, do they?
Yep.
They almost might be better on supply because quite often New World is
they
run
were
out-
loaded
is
up
run
in
out.
Kaitaia.
Do they? They'll have the fucking crates
Whole
going. don't
pallet.
they? Nice. Bullshit.
Nah, like a third of a pallet.
A third
But
of
like
a pallet.
built up.
That's more than I've ever seen though. The most I've ever seen is like 3 on a shelf
Yeah.
in New World.
4-pack.
$10 when they're on club deal. 14 standards, 4 cans, you know. You drink 1 can, you've got 3 cans, 1 can in each pocket, 1 can in your hand. What are you doing? You're going to a flat party, you're going to a pub, it doesn't fucking matter.
Easy.
You can walk into a bar with that. You got a jacket on? I got a can in. Oh, you got any drinks on you? Oh, you'll be right. Oh, I snuck in a cruiser. I snuck in 6 beers, G. I just suck in 6 bandits, bro. 6 bandits?
Big bandits.
6
Big
standards.
bandits.
6 standards.
But yeah, and
Get
we
in
were
on it.
successful in Queenstown at doing that, and that's a big
Did
time.
we steal it in? Did we sneak that shit in?
Snuck some shit into
Did we?
Queenstown. Yeah, mate.
Fucking good.
Inside of the coat pocket. Remember that night that we bloody parked up on the hill and drank some 8.6s and we got on the breeze. Recommended a song.
Oh, fuck yeah. Whoa, that was
Big time night. Big time
That was a
night.
big time night. We'll leave the rest of the night out. Just
We'll leave it.
We'll
It's
leave
a bit
it off.
much.
It is a
Bit
bit
much for social media.
It is. Well, it's just a bit, yeah, a bit incriminating.
Bit
Really?
incriminating.
For other
Great
people.
night though. Great
Oh,
night.
hell of a night. I wonder what Jonesy is up to now.
Ah, what is he doing? You heard him?
Nah,
Yeah, I
fuck
think
no.
I'm going to ditch the pillow too. Although this guy is fun.
Yeah, bro, it's a good pillow.
Get a bit of posture.
Yeah. Shit. So you're playing touch in March, Scruff.
Yeah, bro.
And that's for some sort of representative team, isn't it?
Targo.
Good cunt.
Yeah, no, the Otago Open Mixed team. We will be travelling up to Auckland to perform at the.
You
New
guys are
Zealand
quite a
Touch
tight-knit
Nationals.
group, aren't you?
Oh, we're pretty tight.
Aren't you?
Oh yeah, we get on well.
Shit,
Oh, we
shit.
get on well.
I've heard a rumour. And who's...
Shout out to all the brothers in the team, mate. And sisters.
And sister... Well, it's mixed team, isn't it? Right. Worst girl player.
Worst girl player. Hey,
Nah.
all our girls are very good players.
Yeah.
I think we have the best girls in New Zealand.
They all bring something individual to the team.
Oh, it's great to have a good set of girls on the team.
Now, I don't want this to come across like I know anything about it because I have no idea who's in the team. But where are you playing? Where are you playing?
Not
You're
too sure as
you're
of yet.
Middle?
We,
Link?
We're looking to get the practices running up soon,
Mm.
and it'll be good to get going.
And how's the fitness feeling?
The fitness has been worse. It's been better also.
I can imagine.
So yeah, we'll just see how it plays out. I'm feeling confident that I can get my fitness up to a satisfactory level before the competition.
Yeah.
And Marchies.
Well, if you're doing, what is it, buddy, the training, sprint training and shit every day, you should be able to tee that up, I'd say, surely.
Yep.
That's a hell of a lot of time. Skill-wise,
Skill-wise,
Skill-wise.
not looking great skill-wise.
aren't you? I was wondering if they could be a bit
I-
shabby.
I didn't touch rugby ball all of 2017, really.
Yeah.
And, well, here's one for you. I was running a How Do We Touch tournament last Saturday in Cromwell.
Oh.
Clean through off the scoop,
Mm.
so I can't score.
Uh-huh.
And then had a clean open pass to
That was average.
to one of the mates to win the game and a drop off, and I just throw it a couple of metres ahead of him. I thought I'd go for that.
You thought you'd chuck it a couple metres ahead of him.
Couple of metres ahead of him,
You know,
not forward.
sometimes it pays off as well, chucking it a couple metres ahead.
Well, I think I just
If you got
complacent.
Gavin Stark running the cutter, but
you want
in
Gavin
that
Stark running the cutter.
situation,
We're at tired legs in a drop off
in
situation.
a drop off, wow, you haven't told me
Oh.
this before. Actually, you're a fuckwit.
I was asking a lot of them,
So,
and I lost the game because of that.
and what did Macca think of that?
He wasn't in the team.
Oh, he wasn't in the team. Oh, okay, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh, it wasn't their target team, right?
No, it wasn't the Otago team. This was a casual team.
Right. You drop kick.
Drop kick, but it was also an eye opener for me that I should probably do some bull school training
Yep.
and learn how to pass again.
Mhm.
So I'll be working towards that.
Yeah. But was that just a lapse of judgment because you were very tired? I mean,
think
you know how to
was.
pass a ball.
I was very tired and I was complacent, but I can make all the excuses I want. It's not good enough when it comes crunch time at the Nationals in Auckland.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to dwell on it, you know?
Hey,
We all make mistakes, you know.
Use it as a point of reference on what I can.
I
work
mean, Wayne Barnes missed that forward pass in 2007.
on. And he should die.
He should. Well, a case can be made for that. A case can definitely be made for that. But, you know, he's all right. He's still out there
Mistakes
riffing.
aren't acceptable.
He's still out there riffing. He's still out there.
Is he?
Yeah, I saw him riffing. He was riffing Paul's game the other day.
Oh, right.
Or
he's into
was it
that
Paul's
game.
game or was it like a different...
And who's that?
It was in
Who's
that
Paul?
league. Paul Paul Grant.
Or Paul Grant.
My stepbrother plays for rugby in Europe. Yep.
Paul Grant's your stepbrother.
Fuck off. Fuck off, kid. I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Just relax.
I'm going for the Steinlager now. I'm not actually sure about what this one is. Is this some sort of coffee beer? It looks darker, but I think it might just be in a darker bottle.
No. That's just your standard bookbinder.
Oh, standard bookbinder.
Your Emerson's bookbinder.
Haven't had a good bookbinder in a while. What's a bookbinder?
Well,
Give us
Shay
one
Robertson would love a bookbinder right now, I'd say.
now. Shay Robertson, shout out.
Love that.
Bookbinder.
Just sit it down, right? Here
Yes.
you go, mate.
Can I have that thing? Yeah.
See how you go. Show us how it's done.
Is it a thing?
It definitely looks like a thing.
I'm thinking it's not a thing, eh?
It should be a thing.
It definitely should be a thing.
It's such a big, chunky keychain.
Oh, no, it's definitely not a Oh, it almost looks... But this one's a
It
bit
worked.
smaller, I think, G. Oh, that one's not as sharp, though, is it? Is it? No, is it? Fuck me. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Been listening to much Hauraki as of late?
A little bit when I'm going to deliver pizzas. Usually, I get
Oh, you're not
past...
getting your bouger then?
I get past... Sorry? No, I'm getting my bouger. On Friday, get my bouger.
Right.
So when I'm driving to town on Friday, get past the bridge, past the wetlands, or maybe it's before the wetlands, I don't know, just out of Dunedin, start getting a bit of reception there, because fuck, I get no reception,
No aerial?
No, aerial's a bit fucked.
Bit fucked.
But, yeah, get a bit of that. Yeah, it's good. They're funny buggers.
Funny men.
They're bloody funny buggers.
Tell you who I haven't seen in a while. Reese Darby.
No,
What's he been up to?
I think probably just chilling in his mansion, eh? To be honest.
Hey, fair play.
Oh, God,
Love
Jesus.
that, what we do in the shadows.
What's that?
I love that, what we do in the shadows. Did you give a...
Oh, man. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I guess.
Fucking things I do for this kid.
Oh, shit. So you must play guitar as well, do you, Scruff?
Name that tune.
Name that tune. Shit, yeah. Oh, well, buddy, yeah. So, you know, what are you looking... Oh, what was I going to say? Who are your big podcast inspirations? Obviously, Joe Rogan's in the running, but have you got any other ones?
I like a good little bit of...
Can we have a break, actually, for me to take a piss just quietly?
You go have a piss, mate.
All right.
I'm going to keep it rolling.
Good luck.
Yeah. You enjoy that, mate. So Brandon's a bit of a prankster like that. Good friend. Can be misinterpreted by people, no doubt. But all in all, good guy. Means well. But yeah, you'll probably see him frequently on this podcast. But I will be getting a lot of different faces in for you. Let's keep the diversity running, eh? Get some different opinions. I've got one tomorrow. What's the date today? Our date is the 11th. 11th of January 2018. It's fucking 2018 now, cunts. Holy shit. Man. 2018. You think about what's happened from 2000 to 2018. Damn. Lot of shit. Lot of shit. What was I in 2000? I was only like 6. Nothing. Jesus. Well, let's see what the next fucking 23 years have to hold. I'll be 46. Okay. That'd be great. Oh well. Should be right. Oh, it's such the New Zealand attitude, isn't it? Should be alright. Everything will always be alright. Oh man. I hope it pays off. I hope our attitude works. I think we're so small and insignificant that doesn't matter. What do you think? The New Zealand... Oh, we'll wait till you get on the mic. I'm talking New Zealand attitude of, it should be right. She'll be right. She'll be right.
She'll be right. Well, Jesus Christ.
dangerous?
They've made a hell of a fucking psychological argument against it being pretty fucking dangerous, haven't they? she'll be right. You bloody, well, you cover your shit up and you don't talk about your social psychological problems. I don't know, because it definitely shows resilience. I'd say it's probably pretty bloody good in a lot of aspects, as in it makes us like determined and, well, maybe not necessarily determined, but like, what's the right word? Like humble and
Agreeable?
yeah, kind of agreeable, doesn't it? Kind of agreeable. She'll be right. I don't know, just like you don't abide, like, not victim. You don't play the victim. You sort of like put other people. Yeah, you put other people above yourself slightly.
Yeah,
You sort of like don't. No, it's all right. It's all right. Obviously, it is bad if you're
Could be
suffering
worse.
from some type of psychological trauma. Well, I just think there's a lot of pros. There's a lot of positives that people don't like with this whole, when people speak about it in regards to the mental welfare. People are like it's fucking terrible. It's a really bad thing. And I'm like, it's got a lot of positives as well. Like, because if you do, if you're saying she'll be right and you don't speak about your problems, that's terrible. But also, if you don't think it's all right and you start portraying yourself as a victim constantly in your own brain, then, what's the opposite? What's the opposite of she'll be right? Everything's fucked and everybody's against me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now, I reckon if that was the situation, you'd have a lot more people, like, feeling as though they're psychologically buggered.
Would you say they were optimistic when we say she'll be right, though? It doesn't feel like we're necessarily optimistic. It feels like we're almost just neutral.
Seems like it's like,
it's happened before,
there's
kinda.
worse things.
Yeah.
There's worse things. It's just almost a bit like being grateful. It's like, come on. There's people in Ethiopia.
I think it might just be a... no one wants to be that person that has to go to other people with their problems.
No.
Here, as much.
No, there's definitely like a bit of stigma with that, especially with like, I don't know, and like the
We're not very dramatic as
sort
well.
of like hard farming community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have a lot of rural roots
Yeah, definitely.
deep in that society.
Definitely, yeah. I
But
know,
yeah, obviously there's dangers,
Well,
but like there's
it's
dangers
dangerous.
to every attitude.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
there?
dangerous taken if
And
you
it's a stereotype.
if you like take it to its extreme. Like, no, you're not allowed to talk about it. Doesn't mean you're not allowed to talk about it. It means don't focus too much on the problems. It will be okay. But if you genuinely think something's not okay, you have to speak up. But that doesn't necessarily mean go over top and go to the complete opposite and, think everything's fucked and complain about everything. You know? If a problem...
yeah, well, I think that's the danger of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel like we're not allowed to talk about our problems.
Well, it's up for different types of, like... What's the word? It's up for different types of, Oh, fuck. Come on. Different types of interpretation.
Okay.
Like, she'll be right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like, you're not going to never talk about anything. No, it doesn't mean don't never talk about anything. It's like, that is okay.
Talk about it at the right time.
Use it situationally. But like, yeah, if you genuinely feel fucked, definitely got to talk
Need
about
to
something.
talk
We're talking about the psychological. We're talking about this. I feel like everybody talks about this. The suicide in New Zealand. Like, I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible. But like, I just don't understand.
Do you think it extends from a she'll be right attitude and people don't want to burden people with their problems?
Nah. Oh, maybe slightly, but I don't think... I think you're, like, reducing a giant complex issue down to one cause if you're going to say that's the issue.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying that's the only causal effect.
no.
But I think it might be one
Might be
of
one.
that part of our culture that
It
maybe...
could be, and it's completely hypothetical, I reckon, that's
Oh, there's
could be
no...
one.
I've got no data to support this. It's just a theory. But, yeah, I think it could be a contributing factor. Like,
Could be,
I don't think we like burdening people with our problems.
No. No, I don't like burdening people with my problems, but does
hate it.
anybody? Are people in other countries, have you your experience in America, are people more inclined to speak about their problems over there?
I think they are. Yeah, I think they were. Which was, once
Interesting.
again, a good and a bad thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah. What would, like, give us some examples.
Some examples. I don't know. It was more the small things. That
Like
there's a lot more nagging about the small things.
Yeah.
Such as like,
Yeah.
oh, I had a hard day.
Yeah.
You know,
People don't really do that in New Zealand.
not as much.
Well, not
anyway,
as much. Yeah.
To
People obviously do still
stereotype
do
it, but
like
yeah,
that, yeah.
I had a hard day. Oh, my boss was a dick. Did this little small thing type thing. It's like,
Yeah.
like it'll be
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Like stop, like it's all right.
Because when
But
people start to
Is
say
that
shit
just
like
their
that,
outlet as well? Like they just come home and use their outlet like that.
yeah. Oh, definitely. I reckon. Yeah, I reckon I get in like trouble with a lot of people when they start doing shit like that, saying things, and they want like me to be real sympathetic or
Oh, yeah.
something.
They
and
just
then
want the outlet.
They just want the outlet, and then I'm like, and then I like, I don't know, maybe try and give them a solution, or be like, why'd that happen? Why'd that happen? Like, I don't know, and then they get like, fuck, they get sort of, I don't know, pissed off. I'm bad with sympathy, I reckon.
Oh, definitely. Same.
Yeah, I'm real bad with that shit. Like people.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know when to use it as
Yeah,
well.
well, it's hard to
It's
know
totally-
it's hard to know when people are saying something as though it's a problem that should be solved, or they're just saying something to vent and because they want some like, condolence.
Definitely.
Is condolence the right word? Fuck, bro, I don't know.
I don't even know what condolence. Don't know what it
Like,
means.
sorry, I
Is
send,
that what it
send
is?
my condolences. Yeah,
Oh yeah, condolences. Yeah.
that's not the right context. Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
What do you think? Do you think it's a large problem? Do you think there's any other problems that you could speculate on regarding New Zealand society and the increasing health problem?
Like some factors that are influencing it.
Yeah, like things that are
We've is like pee and crack and shit bad here? Do we have?
I don't know if it's bad here relative to
the
other
other places.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I know it's getting worse here, but I don't know if it's getting worse all over the show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Potentially, I don't know. Like that could be.
Seems like it would be a
That could be
contributing
a
factor.
thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's the whole poverty thing, but I don't know how legit that is either.
Fuck no, it can't.
Doesn't seem like very
Fucking
much poverty.
Bullshit, man. It's relative poverty, maybe, but like we're pretty sweet on that anyway, in regards to most people in the westernized world.
It seems like our term of poverty is a lot more broad than anywhere else.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we-
it's
we
relative
easily-
poverty,
Yeah,
relative to the rich people. Here, it's like that's not poverty.
Yeah.
It's not poverty, G.
I don't know what else.
Got an iPhone, got a heat pump.
Can you think of anything else? Maybe
Increase of
we have a
social.
pretty bad alcohol culture.
We do have a lot of alcohol.
That's got to
Definitely.
be contributing to like a lot of our mental problems.
Well,
in
but
particular
certainly
depression.
certainly contribute to like people making massive fuck ups
Yeah.
that they genuinely regret.
Yeah,
Like not like, oh, I made a decision and then I ballsed up. It's just literally like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and then I fucked everything up.
I can't even remember it.
Yeah,
half the time.
I fucked that up. That's bad.
Why is their drinking culture so bad then?
I don't know, bro. British, coming from British heritage.
Yeah.
British people drink a lot, don't they? Well, that's what I've heard. Hey? I'm Scottish, that's why I piss up so much. No, God. What are you just...
alcohol
Yeah.
counselling? Oh no, I'm just Scottish. Oh,
You seriously having another beer? Scottish, so... Yeah. I wish I couldn't. I wish I could not.
are you actually Scottish here?
Oh, I don't know. I think so. Something Scottish and Irish or something like
I
that.
have no idea what I am.
I'm trying to remember what happened in like room 6 or something when we went up to the old Settlers Museum and we had to figure out that shit. I think.
Oh, I didn't get to go.
What? Someone slammed your finger in the door. Fuck! That must have hurt.
Fuck, that hurt. I can
slammed,
remember that pain.
I slammed his finger in the door. Big time. Like we're talking big time. Like we're
Big
talking.
time.
Your finger's coming off.
They were surprised my finger didn't come off.
What happened?
I don't really remember. I just remember the once it happened, and screaming.
We had a lot of like random beefs, considering like we kind of didn't know each other until we were
Yeah,
like 12.
Yeah, considering we weren't really friends until we were probably year 8,
Yeah.
mainly. Like we kind of started blossoming a little bit in year 7,
No, yeah, did
but
we?
I was
don't
still
know.
like on the fuck that guy.
Fuck that cunt, bro.
The guy's a dickhead.
Blake Insel said he's a fuckwit.
Yeah, Rosebank School.
Yeah. Nah, that was trippy. Yeah, punching the chops. That was buzzing. Well, that was trippy, man. That's weird. Eh? Like, what were we up to? That is weird to think about. No, getting all.
Then
Getting all.
high school. High school was pretty mean. Do you feel like everyone comes to the conclusion that high school was fun?
I think everyone comes to the conclusion that being at school and being under 18 is fucking easy and mean.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. But then
Yeah.
again, our shit right now is pretty mean.
Yeah. Pretty good at the moment.
Pretty mean. Is this your mum's house?
Yeah. My
Yeah.
mum's house.
Yeah, it's pretty mint.
Got this awesome little room.
I think it just gets harder and harder, but then eventually really satisfying.
Yeah.
You know, once you're like, oh, little baby.
Little baby.
Little baby.
Little wife.
little,
Little cuddle.
yeah. Little cuddle. Cuddle. Okay.
Now,
Now,
dog.
little dog.
Big dog would be
Where is
nice.
Wilson? We should get him on this.
Let's not get carried away.
No, I'd knock all the shit over, wouldn't he?
He hates people.
He loves us, though.
We have a dog called Wilson.
You bloody beautiful. What is he? What is he? A Bernese doodle?
Labradoodle.
Is he?
No, I don't know.
Bernese Mish Freeze Lou Doodle or some shit?
I don't fucking know, bro. Half poodle, half something else. He's a little fella.
Right.
We're probably getting towards the end of this.
I'm just keen to finish these beers.
I've got a wee questionnaire for you, mate.
You've got a question here for me.
Yeah, mate. It's gonna be
This
this
will
is gonna be called the higher virtue test.
Higher virtue test.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a wee theme. Okay. Here we go. Some of these will be I already know the answer to, but we'll play them out.
Bang.
First one. If you had, it's kind of like you have to choose between.
Mhm.
So one
Yeah.
spectrum, one end of the spectrum, or the other end of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
No in betweens. OCD or untidy?
OCD. No, what? What's OCD? Oh.
Like-
I'm definitely untidy.
Yeah. Well. What do you?
What's OCD? Like, everything has to be in the right place?
Yes. Very orderly. Extremely orderly.
Okay. I was thinking OCD, like...
Well, I think there's different forms of it, but I'm meaning in terms
Okay, yeah,
of
I'm
orderly.
untidy.
Untidy. Comfort or adventure?
I don't know, eh? Probably adventure, but I do like comfort.
That's the thing. Are you gonna go? What are you gonna go?
Yeah, no, I'll go adventure.
Venture. Compassion or competition?
A competition, definitely.
Harmony or honesty?
Oh, honestly, definitely.
Group or solo discussion?
Like 1v1.
Yeah.
I'm not having a conversation with myself, am I?
No.
Although they can be good.
I'm not saying they're not good.
Oh, no, I'd much rather have a one-on-one discussion.
Purpose or pleasure?
As much as I hate to say it, probably pleasure. It's like, as much as it's a cock-up.
Okay. Happy and sad or content?
Happy and sad.
Question or answer?
Question.
Power to the individual or power to the group?
Power the individual, definitely.
And then just the last one
JP.
here. Yes or no?
Oh, no.
Hey, cheers, mate.
Oh, cheers, mate. And then
Give you a
what?
little
So
bit
we
of
just
that.
do like a little. We just.
Give you a handshake.
Cheers, mate. Oh, fuck.
Been a
This
pleasure.
is,
This has
this
been
is,
Brandon Ross.
Have you been? Are you in a more comfortable position? Because I've really just felt like this thing's been like.
I've just been kind of like.
you got it.
You can move it with you. You can move it with you, mate. We've got this whole swinging spectrum right here.
I don't know if I start moving it starts getting crackly.
This has been episode 1 of the Scruffy Chinwags. Remedy for Curiosity. Brandon Ross, thanks for coming on, mate. We had a couple of beers. We had a bit of fun. Yes? Bit of fun? Yeah. From Brandon. And we'll see you again. Well, hopefully it goes uphill from here. Downhill, sorry. Whatever way you want to look at it, eh? Thanks, guys.